I was blown away after learning about the work and efforts of the Reeve Foundation and its steadfast supporters. It was incredible to see how far you all have traveled to deliver on Chris's dream of a world of empty wheelchairs. It's somewhat serendipitous that the biggest year in spinal cord research is also the 25th anniversary of this very special evening. Together, we are making the impossible the inevitable.
I first met Christopher Reeve at a picnic. And I remember that we had this very, very fierce, mammoth game of capture the flag. And my son Henry, who is Mathew Reeve's age exactly, was about 5 or 6. And when we got in the car at the end of the day, he said to me, "Mom, it wasn't fair that that little boy had Superman on his team and I had you." He kept this foundation moving forward by leaps and bounds. But I have to say, the real steel in Superman's arsenal came from a much softer source. Because when I met Dana, I understood that love really can conquer all. And in honor of their legacy, the Reeve Foundation, thanks to you, thanks to your support, has worked harder, smarter, and pushed faster with vigor and resolve towards a cure for paralysis.
25 years ago, upon the signing of the Americans with Disabilities Act, President Bush declared it a splendid day for hope. Later, in the fall of that year, the American Paralysis Association held its first ever gala, declaring it a magical evening.
After my father passed in 2004, we introduced the Christopher Reeve Spirit of Courage Award to honor his legacy. The award recognizes individuals who dare us to dream, to challenge the status quo, and to always go forward towards new frontiers. President Bush's steadfast support made the ADA into a reality back 25 years ago, and it's had a profound impact on millions of lives. So earlier this month, the Reeve Foundation traveled to Houston, Texas to present the Christopher Reeve Spirit of Courage Award to President Bush.
Today's signing of the landmark Americans for Disabilities Act, every man, woman, and child with a disability can now pass through once closed doors into a bright new era of equality, independence, and freedom.
Whenever you meet someone with a spinal cord injury, chances are they will either know Sean Friedkin or know someone who knows him. Sean does not get caught up in the battle of care versus cure. He sees the bigger picture and understands that the two are not mutually exclusive. And that is why we are honoring him this evening, for his bravery, for his service, and for his selfless choice to put others before him. I am incredibly proud to present such an esteemed member of the community with this award tonight, and I know Arnie would be too. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the 2015 recipient of the Arnold H. Snyder Visionary Leadership Award, Mr. Sean Friedkin.
The big idea is a monumental shift in scientific research. It's a practical solution to the problems caused by traumatic injury. It's the solution to almost all of the physical problems caused by my injury and millions more just like me. Thank you all for your support of this great organization, and thank you, Christopher. Even without being among us today, you've renewed my hope.
As a parent, I can only imagine how difficult it must have been for Kate's family to find the courage to move forward. They, of course, did move forward, but they needed a deeper bench. They needed someone to fight for Kate. They needed a gladiator. Enter Judy Smith.
I am just profoundly grateful for her presence in my life, and if I could say that there's one light in this entire situation, it's definitely Judy, and I am so honored tonight to finally be able to share what she does in my life and how truly incredible of a human being she really is.
She has made a tremendous difference in my life. She motivates me, she encourages me just by the things that she does every single day. and she gives me courage. So I am truly blessed about that. Somehow or another, I've gotten this name as the fixer. And this is one thing that I can't fix. I can't fix this. And as long as it takes, know that from my perspective, the organization has my support until we find a fix. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Now, my dad, he often spoke of his dream for a world of empty wheelchairs. I wonder if he could have dreamed this, that it's no longer a question of if cures for spinal cord injuries will exist, it's when. It's not will we be able to get cures out there, but rather how fast. Every end has its beginning. What's happening right now is the beginning of the end of paralysis.